Reagan LeMay from McLean High School. She's in the 10th grade, and she studies with Katina Sweetie. And she is going to be performing a Rose Etude number 19.
Yes.
Okay, welcome.
You prefer to stand? Great. So you're going to start in the middle of the etude, is that correct? Okay. And is it just this portion?
Yes.
Perfect. For all state?
For all district.
All district. Good.
Channels.
Good. Whenever you're ready. Yep. Do they really want you to stop there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or even, I mean, at least get a resolution. All right, good, excellent. Fantastic. Okay. In every state, every state has its own different kind. It seems from the different places I've lived, has its own policies for all state and regionals and all that sort of stuff. So my question for you is that first of all, do they give you a set tempo that you have to audition on?
Not a set tempo,
Okay.
but they want to like.
Advise? Do they give it like
They don't.
a suggestion?
Not really. It's just kind of like pick the tempo and stay with it,
Of course.
and
Good.
like just make sure it's steady.
Great. Okay. So this does come from an adagio movement, which means what?
Like.
Do you remember what adagio is? Sorry?
Like
Slow. Exactly. I've always heard this a lot slower,
Yeah.
and I think it could really help here. You know, the rush. You know, you're doing molto rushissimo, not molto resoluto. You know, okay. So I think here that you can really benefit from that.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Is it Regan or Reagan?
Reagan.
Reagan. Perfect. Good, Reagan. Yeah, I think you know exactly what we want to do. I love all the colors and stuff that you're doing to sort of reinforce your sort of musical interpretation. That's really great. The one thing I want to work on with you, I was trying to come up with something to sort of latch on. Who's your favorite rock singer right now? Or pop singer?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Okay, good. And yeah. And what's your favorite tune that Taylor Swift sings?
I guess like Wild Strings maybe.
Great. Can you sing it for us? Listen, you've already played Clarinet in front of all these people. Right? The nerves are gone. So can you sing just a couple, like the first line for me?
Okay. Wild Strings that's
Fine. So you can even tell through the little bit that you sang, that you actually used your air through the different syllables of the tune as if you're walking, right? Or as if you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah? So the thing is, if you actually read by singing and also even by reading the book, you're gonna sort of, it's gonna be very, very natural, right? You have this inanimate object in your hands, and the second you put it in, you start doing something completely different than what you use your natural voice for, okay? And this is what I hear initially. Now, what about that? If you were to teach me, what would you say about my playing?
It's like spotty and like you really should be more connected.
Go for it. slower for me. What year were you born?
2000.
Do you know the words dial-up internet? No idea? You're in the age of texting and high-speed internet and instant gratification. Okay? I really want an adagio movement. I'm not going to put a metronome on because that's really aggravating. Okay? But slow, please. Okay? Enjoy it. Excellent. Now, the slower you go, sometimes the easier it is to make the connections. We're really getting there now. Beautiful. One more time. You have a gorgeous sound to work with. I think that if you can really, have a little bit slower, kind of deeper kind of feeling, your sound will get warmer and warmer and warmer. Okay, one more time. Even slower. Fantastic. Really good, Reagan. Awesome, awesome. There's another really fun exercise that you can do. And you have the offbeats going. So you actually do your metronome. If I had a really good metronome that I could show you, the one on my phone is really bad. But play from the beginning, and I'm going to tap eighth notes for you. So how many times has your private teacher and also your wind ensemble director told you to subdivide?
Like all the time.
All the time, exactly. All the time, all the time. We hear it day in and day out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the subdivisions for you. Okay? It's going to feel a little bit weird. I don't know if you've done this before, but my students hate this exercise. But it's so useful. Go ahead. Fantastic. And it's all so much slower. Yeah. It's great. It's a true adagio. Awesome. Really, really fantastic. I want to do it one more time because I just really want to make sure that we're playing as legato as possible. Okay. Good. And obviously you like to sing. So can you also make this sound as, operatic as possible? Very, very vocal, as if you had to put words to it. Your next assignment, if you were studying with me, is I would actually force you to put words to it, and then you'd have to sing it in front of my class with the words. It's a great exercise. They always sound so much better when they do this. Okay? Good. I'm not going to tap for you. Did he steal it? You stole it! It's again just like my students at home. If they're watching online, they're going to laugh. Good. Here, before the breath, take a little bit more time for me, okay? All right. It's not an accent, it's just a very, very full valued eighth note. Good. Now, as a clarinet player, can you tell me maybe possibly the challenge of going from the D to the B flat? So for the reading music and clarinet, we're going from the D to that B flat.
It's doesn't make it like the clarinet as long, so it kind of like loses some of the like deepness.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Great. And when you're learning and what is the generally speaking, what is this range called? Barytones. And this? The D? The clarinet register. Yeah, more the singing register. It was one of the what composers really used the maxim advantage because they say sometimes, I think people argue between the oboe and the clarinet, that sounds extremely vocal. Okay? So, when you go into the D from the D to the B flat, you're allowing a little bit of the instrument to control you. So can you really control the fact that you're going into a very strong note to maybe one of the weakest notes on the horn. Okay? Don't let up. One more time for me. Blow through that interval. If you squawk, who cares? You're getting faster on me. Again. No, long. I know you have to breathe. That's okay. But once again, you're at sea level. You should be able to breathe for ages. Okay, long. Here, because you're not breathing, right?
Yeah.
Here. Yeah, so you're fine. And you're young, too. Let's go from here. Even longer for me. I mean, I want you to exaggerate like mad. It's unaccompanied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing an unaccompanied tune in a couple hours. You can do anything you want as long as you keep the song division going. Okay? Can't get away with that, I promise. Keep going. Even longer as well, I think, so you're breathing?
No.
You're not? Oh! So, let me ask then, what do these arrows mean?
Just like
She has these arrows on notes that are going up.
keep it up to make sure like it doesn't split your ground between the G and the A.
Fantastic. So it's almost what we would probably call making sure the voicing is proper, right? So she talked about this, like the grunt or this undertone that we often get on the upper notes. Let me see if I can. We'll throw it there. Yeah, you can hear it. I don't know if they can pick up on the thing, on the microphone. So here we go. Right here. Can you sustain that note as well? I'm just going to put a little bit of the tuner line there. Good. That was better. I think I would still force you to play longer, but it's okay. Yeah, you can work on it. When's the audition?
Sometime in January. I think like first, second week.
Oh, you got that stuff.
Yeah.
Great, you're in good shape. Here from the D. Sustain. Long. Long. Now, halt. Take this really slowly for me. Even slower. Okay, so do you know why the G's not coming out? I have a suspicion. You know why the G's not coming out? You think the problem is on the G or before the G?
Before.
Exactly. Do you know where?
The pink button in D.
Bingo. Get a really good start so that the G can really be good. Okay, we go from the D, please. Even slower for me. That was perfect, but even slower. Great. And then I want you to really listen hard for me. At the tail end of the D, it gets the sound quality gets very thin. You're biting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And playing the clarinet is a controlled bite. Yeah. Once again, I won't take credit for it. One of my teachers, Bill Jackson, told me that playing clarinet is a controlled bite, but you're biting too much. Okay. One more time. Dee da dee, and keep the D really, really nice and almost open, if you will. I hate to use that word, but a little more open, a little more relaxed in the embouchure. Good, and then a really good time on the G.
Yeah.
Good, that was great. Try not to reset your embouchure this time, okay? That was perfect. Bingo. Excellent, excellent. Is it time?
Yes.
That's it. Great. So Reagan, what I would probably say to really get this really just top level artistry is to record yourself a lot. Do you record at all?
Yes.
You do. Perfect. Yeah. In this day and age, there's no excuse because all iPhones and all digital devices more or less can record. There's no excuse. You'll hear. Now, I also personally feel that the reason why you're doing that is because you don't have a conductor and you don't have a metronome actually keeping time. So that's like our crutch, you know. And it takes a little while to get, sort of iron that out a little bit out of our playing, but it's no worries. It's very, very easy. So you just want to think about connecting. I would recommend practicing with the offbeats. So let me see if I can pull this up really quickly on my phone if it will work.
I have one.
You do? Let me,
Metronome?
metronome, yeah.
Yep. What?
Let's see, I don't know, let's put 60. Great. What's that? What's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's on the fritz. Like putting on the ritz. I've just never done that before. What'd you do to it?
Nothing. It's because I like dial-up internet. That's why. Let's see. Great. So it's so peculiar, and sometimes it helps you go. Probably a little bit too fast, but it always gets like, it just slams sometimes. You're like, you get really used to it. When you did that, when I clicked, it was perfect line. You really blew through all the intervals, okay? Fantastic. And then I think last but not least, does this turn off itself? No. Great. Last but not least, really work hard, and this is something that you can't really adjust in 15 minutes. But really ensure that your corners are working for you so that your embouchure doesn't squish. Okay? Your first note has a bit of a kind of an idea. And what's happening is that there's just too much pressure on the embouchure this way, and then as you start to play, it's almost like the embouchure opens up just a little bit, and then the reed starts vibrating. Okay, and you can see it. Has anyone ever suggested you practice in front of the mirror? Yeah, we all talk the same talk. So really make sure that we have a really great embouchure so we don't have too much pressure going up against the reed. Okay? Good. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Bravo.